What's good, world? Malcolm back again, and today I'm going to be talking about being 10 months on T. So I'm about to hit y'all with a little brief update real quick. So first things first, first thing that I have noticed over this last month has been that my voice has dropped more. My voice has been doing this weird thing where it's up, it's down, it's up, it's down, then it starts cracking, which I'm still experiencing all of that. I'm just experiencing less of it with the up and down fluctuation. Now, within the last week for sure, my voice has cracked a lot. So that's the thing that's been happening. Another thing that I have noticed over the last month is that my beard is growing more. So at first my beard came to a standstill. It really wasn't, I had a couple hairs up here, but now my beard line kind of stops right here. It's coming in gradually. At first it was right here, you can see it. I'm gonna get close, hopefully it doesn't get out of focus. But on this side, it's coming in pretty good. It's coming in about right here, which I'm hoping that it comes in and meets my mustache. On this side, this is the slow side. This has been the slow side my entire transition. So that's what's happening with my facial hair. Body hair, I mean, I really wasn't that hairy. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's something coming in there, but it's not really a lot. But it's there. I really wasn't, like my arms and my legs, I didn't have any leg hair at all. I'm starting to get like patches of hair on my leg. My chest and my back and my stomach is covered. I look like a goddamn grizzly bear. But that's about it when it comes to hair growth. Hair loss, on the other hand, my hairline is receding. I showed you guys this in the last video. You can already see it without me even getting close. So on this side, I'm good. This side is golden. But again, on this side, it seems like the hair on this side of my body just grows more. On this side, what's going on there? Like, what is that? What is happening? I'm starting to think, I don't know if you guys remember, I had a haircut probably about 4 months ago, and he put a line right here, and ever since then my hairline's just not having it. So luckily I have a massive hat collection, so I really don't have to worry about people seeing my hairline, because I don't really leave the house without a hat. Even I have to wear a hat at work, I don't leave the house without wearing a hat, so nobody sees my hairline. It's always some type of covering on my head. Another thing that I have noticed in this past month, my libido came back. Everybody loves to talk about sex, so we cannot leave that out. My libido has come back in full effect. I went through a phase where it dropped, and I don't know if that's because I was like massively stressed out. I was in a shit ton of pain. Now my back is still hurting me, but it's not hurting me as bad, and I guess like my body's starting to get normal again, so it came back in full effect. Yeah. Other than that, of course, growth has happened. We all know it happens. I don't think anybody's going to be exempt from that, but it has happened a lot. Over the last year, so talking about my transition as a whole, I looked in the mirror the other day and I realized like I really changed. Like in the beginning, before I started testosterone, my face was a little more rounder. It wasn't as sharp or defined. My jawline has like really drastically changed. My eyebrows are like thicker now, even though I used to like put those slits in my eyebrow. You guys gotta remember, I'm like, I just turned 29 on the 18th of this month. So that was the thing to do when I was young, was put slits in your eyebrow. And if you notice, like my eyebrow doesn't have points anymore. It's like bush all the way. It doesn't stop at all. It's just, I don't know. But they have gotten bushier throughout my transition. And another major thing that has happened is weight. Before I started transitioning, I was actually on the keto diet, which I'm about to start back up. Right now I'm just trying to eat more clean, eat more healthier. But I had lost a substantial amount of weight. When I started the keto diet, I was about 270. I got down to 235. When I started testosterone, I was 235. At the current moment, I am 290. And I know that a lot has to do with that. I had a horrible diet. I've been dealing with a lot of pain, so I've been extremely lazy. For those of you who don't know, I have fibromyalgia, which is constant pain. So that really showed in 2016 that this is something I'm dealing with, and it's something that I cannot ignore, which I tend to ignore. I tend to push the limits. If I'm told, okay, take your pain medicine every 8 hours, I'm going to try to make it to 10 hours. I'm going to try to make it to 12 hours. So, yeah, that was the thing. It's something I really need to work on, because I'm sure that it contributes to my back issues, which I'll talk about later. That's not for now. But other than that, another major thing that I have not been completely open with you guys about is trigger warning. For all of you guys who don't want to hear what I'm about to say, spotting. Prior to my transition, I would have maybe one a year, and it would last for like 2 hours. It was non-existent. I really didn't have a period or spotting, menstrual cramps. I didn't have any of that. Since starting testosterone, I can say for the last 8 months, I have been dealing with it. On top of that, for the last 4 months, it has been consistently every day. At first, it was like, I take my shot, it'll stop. 4 or 5 days later, it'll show back up. Now, I take my shot, it'll stop for like 1 day, and then it starts all over again. My doctor has been trying to figure it out. I did mention this briefly in one of my other videos, and I said I really don't feel like talking about this, but it needs to be talked about. It's something that I'm dealing with. It's something that I'm going through, and it's hard. It really is, because I didn't have these problems at first, and now it's like, what the fuck? So, in a previous video, I mentioned that I went from 0.5 cc's to 0.75 cc's. The reason for the up in dosage was to stop the spotting. She really doesn't know why it's happening. She said that it can happen up to 9 months. Hello, I'm 10 months on T now. So what is the problem? What do we need to do? And in my mind, the main thing that I would say needs to be done would be a hysterectomy. But being that my insurance is crappy, they won't cover anything. So that has been pretty much what I've been dealing with since starting testosterone. Other than that, I mean, I've completely changed. I'm grateful. I'm definitely grateful for my transition. Like, it's one of those things where I could talk about it forever and smile the entire time. But I'm gonna drop a voice comparison down below for you guys, so that you guys can hear how my voice has changed over the last 10 months. What is up, world? It is me once again, Malcolm, back again. What's up, world? Malcolm back again. What's good, 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 world? Malcolm back again. I'm out.